Way to mount this though. Hey guys, all right, we are at a place called Putnam Point. I'm going to turn my wheel here. So my handlebar mount, phone mount, can be good. So there we go. So anyway, let me show you. So this is where we are. Just fishing this area right here. We're actually way out there. There's a clear current right out there. That's where we're throwing bait. And let me turn this. Alright. Come on, there we go. We get that. We get the GoPro going. Get this going. Alright. Get that steadied, and you not as good as that one's going to get, I think. So I got this really cool seat. Alright? Just folds up, collapses completely. Holds a big man like me too. Well, that's what we're doing. Beautiful park. It really is a beautiful park. Maybe I should. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Move you guys over here. There we go. Good. I think that'll work better. Morning. Okay. Yeah, this way I catch up and see it. There you go. Pretty cool. And you're in the shade. My phone won't overheat. Hey, Alejandra. How are you? Hey, Free 1000. Yahamas. Hey guys, how are you? So we're at a place called Putnam Point. It's a public park, basically, right at the very south end of Klamath, Upper Klamath. Thank you very much, Ali. Thank you very, very much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. So we're cast way out there because, you know, this time of year the lake is starting to algae up. But there's a clear current, about, as far as that, about 70 feet out there, and we threw it out there into that current so it would float in there just a little bit. I'm using a bubble bobber. Love saying it. A bubble bobber full of water. Basically, that causes it to sink with a tad bit of buoyancy. Not much, just enough for it to hit the bottom and roll. And it runs along the line freely. And then I'm using a mouse tail on it. So we just keep an eye on where the current is taking it. And we got to make sure that we have slack. So when you fish this way, you don't do tight lines. Basically, we're just using slack, and when the fish grabs it, they have no resistance on the hook, so they grab it and they run. At that point, they're really working it down into their mouth, maybe their throat, And then when they get to a certain point, the line stretches and sets its own hook. And then they jump out of the water, and then we know we got something really cool. Now, the fish over here, the trout, they can get up to 15 pounds. I know, they're massive. Also, we have sturgeon once in a while, but we're not fishing sturgeon. I can't imagine catching a sturgeon on an ultralight. That would be something. Get a 6-foot fish on an ultralight. Be a record just for the rod. So we're doing some GoPro recording too. I've got my bike. So this is my bike because I can't drive anymore. So this is my bike right here. Oh, one of my socks fell. This is my bike. And it's got 2 motors, a front one and a rear one. So it's got a lot of torque. So gets me up any hill I want easily. And it's made by a company called Berkta. And this down tube's got a 30 amp hour battery, so it can go forever. So I had to use both of the motors on the way here because I went down a trail and it was just straight up off the trail, and it pulled me up just fine. And I'm 300 pounds, so that's my bike. That's my bike. That's my mode of transportation. So I got a bag here, and then I've got 3 rod holders right here. So I only brought 2 rods with me. So that's that. This is my bike. Went through some mud because it hailed yesterday. So there was some mud. So it's a little dirty right now because we went through mud. That's all right. That's all right. Beautiful park. It is a beautiful, beautiful park. Seldom come here. But because I am restricted on my perimeter, I do come here now. Let's get this up that current again. Morning. Where you want to fish, grab something. To re-rig it. Have to rig it with something else. That was my only water bobber. It's all right. We got other stuff. How about, that could work pretty good. Pimples or something like that. Let's get this cleaned up. We'll put this on there. It's an ultralight rod, so it can cast with 1/64th of an ounce or 5 grams or so, which is really light. So we'll put this. This will have to work it a little bit, I think. But it'll work. Could put a, I know a lot of people don't like these little quick release things, snap swivels. I do. Gives a little bit of weight, also allows for that to spin, also cuts down on line twist. So there's a lot of advantages, especially with spinners. Put a Palomar knot on this. Like line, and not very coordinated. Get your line and pull it tight. There you go. One of the more reliable knots is the Palomar. Hopefully get this thing to cast way out there into that current. We'll see. The snap swivel will help. A little bit extra weight. But I don't know. I could put a rooster tail on it. We'll see how this casts. So we'll see how it casts and then determine if we need to go something a little heavier. Oh, please hit like. Hit the thumbs up. Even if you hate it. Even if you hate me. Hit like. I get a false sense of security. Okay, there we go. Okay. Little. Not that far. Let's see. Could try Med work. up a Ned rig. Let me get it way out there. And so we're going to put a Ned rig on there, which will be heavier than this thing. Oh, this moss. You know, on the map, this is actually the largest lake west of the Rockies. I know it. I know. And it's also probably the yuckiest. But this lake at the dam here feeds the United States' shortest river. It's called the Link River. It links the lake that I see from my house called Yawana, because you always want to catch something there, but you never do. And then after Yawana, you have the Klamath River. And the Klamath River it made a lot of news in the last couple of years. Because they removed 4 dams from it. And that is a Ned with an extra wide gap hook so we don't catch on anything. Alright, good. The neat thing about a Ned, I'll show you. Ned rigs have what's called a mushroom top. And so they go to the bottom of the lake and they stand straight up. Your worm that you put on it also stands straight up. And that's the attractiveness of a Ned. So Neds, when it comes to bass fishing, always catches. Most fishermen don't like Neds because it's a very slow rate of speed of fishing. It requires patience, which fishermen don't have. Put my chair over here so you can hear me talk. And we'll just keep an eye on the fishing pole over here. And hopefully something big hits it, because that's a 3/0, I think, or a 4/0 hook. But these are big fish. So it wouldn't surprise me if a 4/0 hook would catch a trout here. We also have red banded too, besides rainbow. So, but they'll just take it and run. It's not like a bass. You know, the largemouth on a bass, you have to really set your hook pretty good because they have a big tongue. And they can work the hook out of their mouth because it is such a big mouth. The bigger the mouth, the more you have to set the hook. Little mouths, you don't have to set the hook very much because the hook can't come out easily. Kind of makes sense? It kind of does. So if you catch an Italian out there, you got to set the hook because Italians have big mouths, big noses too. Yeah, let that be. They got to get up to the Lake of the Woods. Get some bass. Maybe Friday I'll go over to Lost River, do some bass fishing. Um, Lost River's got bass. And I'm thinking about getting a smaller boat, so just for that, so I can set it up. But I ordered a diamond braided lock for this, so I don't want to leave it, but I will. I've got to chain it up really good. Comes an older gentleman with his dog. Pretty. Very pretty. Good dog. We had to put our dog down last week. Very sad. Morning. There's a swan. Oh no, that's a pelican. Pelican. We got a lot of white pelicans. Right out there into the current. So, see what happens. We'll have to work its way, from about 10 o'clock here to about noon, and then we pull it in. Gotta let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. It's pretty. Very pretty. Nice little park. Thought it was a nuthatch the way it was on the side of the tree, but it wasn't. I don't see too many nuthatches around here. Butterfly. Made its way almost to 12 o'clock. Probably about 11:30. You know, it's 10:30 now. So yeah, I've been really into this WNBA with Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark. That whole team is, and the whole league hates, every other team hates the Indiana Fever because they don't like Caitlin Clark. But without Caitlin, they wouldn't make that much money. Caitlin brought eyes like you wouldn't believe it. When she's not playing, viewership goes down 54%. They've increased, since she's joined the league, paraphernalia, stuff, has gone up over 600%. She is making every player money. Every player is making more money because of her. And yet they hate her. And I guess the only way to say it is because they're envious In her rookie season, she broke 62 records last year. 62. She's already broken 8 records this year, and she's missed half the games because of injury. I don't get it. I guess pettiness. Just pettiness. Yep. Some think it's racism, but because she's white in an 85% black league. I don't think that's it. Although it kind of goes with, there's another player I like, Kelsey Plum, and Kelsey's fantastic. She plays for the LA Sparks, and the players don't like her either. I don't get it. Maybe it is a white thing. I don't know. I was really hoping Kelsey would have come over to the Fever last year. She went to LA. This time of year, rosters are changing a bit. They're cutting people and getting more people, fine-tuning their rosters. And they had a player just quit on them, a veteran. Just quit. Talk about, petty. But that's her choice, I guess. Kind of put a stain on her career, though, which is a long one. And there's this Belgian player that I hope will come over, Emma Mixman. And she's really good. She's 6'3", 6'4". We need a big person, because that's who we lost, was a big, tall. He was tall. And need another big one. Okay, that looks like it's made its way over to 12 o'clock. Okay. Very slow. Walking on. cast in the middle. I'm going to do that again. So it's about 10 o'clock. And wait till it floats its way to 12 o'clock. It moves. Kind of just sort of the current where I put it is pushing it just a little bit, giving it, that worm, just a little bit of life to it. I don't need to do anything because I've got a current actually working my jig. I don't have to do a thing. Just sit and wait. Sit and wait. So yeah, so the Indiana fever, if you've never Google or YouTube, watch Caitlin Clark. She's from Iowa State, and she's if she don't float your boat when it comes to talent, I don't know. I mean, you just hate basketball, I guess. But she, there's other players. Sophie Cunningham, absolute stunner of a woman, fantastic player. Lexi Hall, both of those two are blondes, very pretty. They got a new player, Ari McDonald. They call her Scary Ari because Ari's only 5'6". Man, she reminds me of Muggsy Bogues. If you're familiar with the NBA, back in the day, there was a short player called Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy was the most entertaining player in the NBA because he was so little. I think he was 5'4", Muggsy was. But man, he was like a mosquito, you know, or a fly, a bee or something. He'd just be all around you. And whoever he was guarding, I mean, he was a point guard, but what a fantastic, just a fun player to watch, Muggsy was. Ari reminds me of Muggsy Bogues. She does. And then they got Aaliyah Boston. She's fantastic. When Caitlin's on the floor, Caitlin dishes to her, and she under the basket in the paint, she's unstoppable. And then there's Natasha Howard, who was the MVP last night. When she's on, she's on. And Kelsey Mitchell, awesome. She had a real slow start to the year, but done very well lately. They got a rookie. She's getting more play time, and she's looking good. So, and Brianna Turner, I'm not sold on Brie, but you could cut her, in my opinion, and pick up Emma. And that's what I would do. Cut Brie, pick up Emma. Quite a few free agents starting to hit the market, but we need a big. We need a big. Emma Nieseman. Something like that. Nieseman. Anyway. And Caitlin is the captain of one of the teams in the All-Star game. She'll pick Aaliyah because Aaliyah's a starter because they're just, you know, two peas in a pod. Hopefully she gets Sabrina Ionescu because we get Sabrina on that team too. Man. And there's no stopping them. They would win in a heartbeat. Sabrina, Caitlin, and Aaliyah. Heck, you don't even need two more. Those girls, now we shooting threes and then dishing it inside to Aaliyah. I guess you need a couple more to take up some of the other players. But there's some. I hope she gets Sabrina. I know she'll pick Aaliyah first, but I really hope she gets Sabrina. Sabrina's really, really good. It's almost at 12 o'clock. I must have got it in a good current. Kind of what you want to do. Just put it in the current. And this is an 1/8 ounce, so it's kind of heavy. But yeah, it's just walking itself on the bottom with the current. Just a little bit, it'll stand up, and it'll just do this. Yeah, this is what it'll do. Gives it just enough life. If a fish swims by, they'll like it. We had huge thunderstorms, lightning storms yesterday. Last night, tons of hail. Big hail too. Some of them were, quarter size. There's Brett Maxwell. Buddy of mine owns a window washing business. His vents are definitely noticeable. I guess that's why he put that one. wish they weren't trimming that tree over there. I really love the sound of the park. Bitty midges. Little itty bitty bugs. Should have that plugged in, huh? Run it off my battery here. There we go. I think you gotta turn it on, huh? Yeah, turn it on and then it does it. Hey Mike, I'm sorry, Scott, Cody, Anderson. This is Upper Klamath Lake. So, I'm using a Ned rig, green pumpkin, and I haven't caught nothing. I'm exploring short radiuses from my house. So I'm just sort of seeing what's here, if I'm catching anything. Now I'll be going over to Lost River, I think Friday, and hopefully catch something. But I need to get some bass. So Lost River has bass. It's just a matter of finding a spot. Getting a boat too would be good. Put in the water. Huh. Rechargeable. 1440. I didn't see that. Bugs. Lots of bugs here. So I'm just using a Ned rig. I was using a different setup, but I had to cut my line. So it was a bubble bobber with a mouth tail on it. But cut my line. Very active spot. Lake looks really ugly. We used to Lake in the Woods. This looks so ugly. Lake of the Woods is very clean, clear water, but I can't get up there. put the sock on this. I'm gonna move a little. Go to a different spot, see if I can find me a better spot. Again, I'm just exploring. Just exploring all these areas because I never fish them. So I'm gonna go over here and my super duper chair. Look at that. That's a chair. That's a chair. Now let's go over here. I won't even ride the bike. We'll go over here. Some shallows over here. Fairly shaded. Oh, that looks horrible. That looks really bad. That's gross. If I was a fish, I wouldn't be there because I couldn't breathe. Bench here. So I have a motorized bike. Well, let's go hit the link trail. All right. Turn the GoPro around to the front. Hello. Record. Okay, it's recording. Oh, let's secure my stuff, or else I may get a tad bit irritated. God. Asthma's really kicked in. I hate asthma. Anybody who has asthma, feel sorry for them. That's what I say. What you do that for? There we go. That's secured. All right, we're good. Yes, I wear a full helmet. That's what I do. Because I have lousy balance nowadays. Ah, and I can't get on my stupid bike. Boy. There I go. I'm on my bike. Should have got a step through. Right? I know it. Really?
Yellow light are flashing.
All right, here we go. Oh, both motors on. Good. 3 is good. Full suspension bike too. Past the dam, just got to get it. this river is right here. Really short. It's more like a spillway. This is Link River. That's the Link River over there. Yeah. Back on here. Veterans Park here. This is where the Link River ends. Yuana starts. That's Yuana right in front of us. At the other end of Yuana is the Klamath River, the very beginning of it. Yeah. What's that? Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Enjoying life today.
Good.
You know your bag is open on the right side right there?
Yeah.
No, on the top, the next one up.
Oh, here?
Yeah. I just saw it pretty open to where something might could fall out.
Yeah, maybe.
How's your ride?
It's good. It's really good.
Have you gone off-road with that yet?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it does real good off-road. So yours should too.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah. What is it? What brand?
I'm not 100% sure. It was maybe Canada.
Looks like, yeah. Yeah, everybody's making one nowadays.
Yeah. This one only cost me $2,500.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
This one, not as much.
That's probably what, 8?
No, this one's 16,
1,600?
but I got two motors,
Yeah.
front
I was
and
wondering
back.
about that.
And I'm a big guy like you,
Right.
and I live up on the hill.
Right.
Two motors is what pulls me up the hill.
Right. What's your top speed on that?
30.
30? This one's the bike's only 20, but I go 30 with all the gears.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
That's good.
It does real good.
How's your battery life?
It's got a 30 amp hour.
Oh, okay.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge battery. I can usually get, if I use both motors, about 35 miles.
Right.
If I use the front motor, which is 750 watt,
Right.
I could get maybe 50 miles and about 40 miles with the 1000 on the
Okay.
back. So I got 1,000 watt, 750, and then when I need it, I got both.
Right.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Do you
if I
have throttle too with your pedal assist? Nice. Yeah, I got throttle and pedal assist.
yeah, it's got both. So I always leave it on 7-speed on the 7th gear.
Right.
That's what I always leave it on because I can always just accelerate to start me.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on this bike. Like I'll hit throttle and then I'll pedal, to start.
Yep. Yeah, that's nice. I like having an e-bike.
Oh, I love mine.
Yep.
Did the bike come with 2 engines or? Okay.
Comes with 2. So it does real good,
Right.
I like it. I like it.
How's the traffic for you today?
Things are good. We did some fishing over there.
Right. I almost got hit like in the last 20 minutes twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bad enough that someone hopped onto the sidewalk so they wouldn't hit me.
Yeah, it's nice today.
Right.
Pretty nice. All right. What's your name?
My name's Eric.
I'm Michael.
Michael, nice to meet you.
All right, Eric. I'll see you around.
Yes. Enjoy your ride.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Okay, guys, we're home. Take care.